Good evening. It is now the time that we look back on our past and say, well, what is it exactly we're doing? Who is here to put for us as we are for them? For it is in the furthest reaches of diplomacy that we strive to answer these and more questions, and perhaps I can answer some of these for you tonight. It is a time and a place to be known for that it has been the time before. And now we are thinking to ourselves, well, now what? So, perhaps you can think to yourselves, what have I done in the past few years to better myself and others? Now, before you answer that, consider the following. Are you a thesis or an antithesis? Have you learned to talk to trees yet? These and other questions can plague you in the evening. Well, you can wake up in the middle of the night with sweats on your back and the wind in your face, and you can say, now just who darned it put me here? And, again, who knows? But I think it is for the efforts of the international community and the domestic ones abroad that you think to yourselves, who is it for these professional services that we are relying on? When you call up the plumber, does he show up? When someone's redoing your kitchen, do you know they have a criminal background? And look, when you're going out to buy a new car, how do you know the man selling you, or the woman selling you that for that matter, is a trustworthy person? How do you know they haven't been staring into the red triangles and the American flags of the bicycles in society? How do you know that they just haven't been going around painting the blue and turquoise poles on the ironing boards of the universe? I stammer, but I mean it true of heart. Who are the tripods? Who are the washing machines? Who are the red and orange bricks that are keeping us together? Heck if I know. But again, I do know, and you know just as well. For I have studied far and wide in universities and scholarly institutions such as this to determine the meaning for the AF, the NQ, so to speak. And looking through, I see the files and the boxes and the black carpets and the magic widows and the cats and the dogs and even the reptiles. They know how the Macintosh works. And I'm not even talking about the apples or the grapes anymore. I'm talking about the wines. I'm talking about the RC Colas and the bookshelves. So, think to yourself this season, what exactly am I even saying? What exactly is coming out of my voice box, my larynx, when I talk? Is that tongue there intentionally? Do I have 32 teeth or 34? It all depends. And it depends how you look at yourself. So I must say, on to my next point, that we cannot let the turbo-titular and monosomatic culture consume us anymore. For your buildings can only be built that way. And frankly, I think we're sick of it. So look upon your electrical outlets. Look upon the woman you sleep with, or the man and woman you sleep with. And are you wondering, are they a stranger? Are they really who you should be making love with? Or, hey, making hate? I don't think that's what we deserve. I don't think the refrigerators ever asked for that. And I don't think the inverted clocks want it either. So you have to listen to yourselves and listen to the people around you to only get out of it the most you can get. You're paying for this thing, aren't you? I suppose that you can go and ramble on about your insotillular and cranonacular travel plans going to the Caribbean or to Mexico or Haiti, but it's never going to get you into the duodecimalic controversy of this world. No. Did it get Columbus there? I don't think so. Columbus had ambition. And I'm not talking about Christopher Columbus. I'm talking about John Columbus, who lived down the street from me as a kid. John Columbus knew what he was getting into when he went into that mall. He knew what he was doing when he mauled down all those people. And guess what? John Columbus is in jail. But it's not even a jail with a cell. It's a jail of the mind. For you have to look at it this way. You can't go out to buy a movie anymore. You can't even go out to get cell phone service. You can't even go out to do your laundry without someone coming and asking you about the Cetocellulars. I don't know what it's all about, frankly. But here I'm trying to answer some questions. And again, life is full of questions. But how do you even know you're alive? How do you know that you're not just rambling on to a paintbrush? How do you know you aren't just someone else's dream? How do you even know you've ever had a dream? Again, I'm not the one to answer these questions, but again, I'm just going to try and answer them for you. Because we owe it to ourselves as moral philosophers and ghettophiliacs that we should go about these things in a way that makes us all happy. Because life isn't about happiness. It's about being miserable in your own happiness, in your own joy, for the melancholic ways of the East. You're not having to deal with the Southerners or the Westerners, or hell, even maybe the Northerners. And maybe is not even a word. So think to yourselves, as you're looking at this video or audio recording or book on tape or periodical or whatever you kids do these days, think to yourselves, does this man know what the fuck he's talking about? And I guess no. So if you got into the end of this, the Splouse Studios 2016 New Year's Special. That's right, our 7th New Year's Special in a row, right here at Splouse Studios, January 1st, 2016. We'll see you there.